Come on, everybody. Here we go. Off to Weberland.
Hi, friends.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Ryan.
We are Adventures in Weberland, episode 27.
Ooh, 27.
Getting close to 30.
Yeah.
Nice little milestones happening soon. That's fun.
Yes.
You want to know something that's fun?
What's fun?
So I heard, I didn't really hear, actually. I saw on Disney Food Blog.
See?
I saw it on Instagram. The cake bake shop on the boardwalk that replaced ESPN. Walls are down.
Oh.
Menus are out.
Oh.
And they're training and hiring people.
Cake is ready.
Like there's movement.
Oh.
Like there hasn't been movement in a very long time.
That means when we go, we can see it and eat it.
Well, I don't know if it'll be open when we go. So
No.
they've been saying it's going to open at this time,
Good.
and then it doesn't open, and then it's going to open in the fall, and it's the fall, and is it going to open yet? I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah, we are going to stay in that area. But yeah, walls are down, and that's a big thing. Usually when they bring the walls
What's the
down.
name of it?
I think it's Cake Bake
Cake
Shop.
Bake
no? It's
Shop.
what replaced ESPN, remember?
Yeah.
On the boardwalk. But it's been there and they've been building it for a very long time.
Yeah, they have ice cream too at the ice cream place next door. It's good.
Yes, there is ice cream next door.
Pizza's good too.
Yes.
You can't order it by the slice though.
Oh, yeah, we learned that the hard way. That's true. I think they have like a hot dog or corn dog stand or something, right?
There's something there, yeah.
There's
and then
something.
there's Joe's Margaritas or something.
Oh, yeah, the margaritas. Yeah. So, new news there.
Sounds good to me.
And then what else did I read? Oh, the confectionery has, so the confectionery, I'm pretty sure, they have like hand printed like physical menus. So you don't have to stand online and walk around and that kind of stuff. Some holiday stuff starting to come out too, merch, Christmas stuff. So
sounds good.
different kinds of movements happening within the parks. This episode, though, we are taking a step out of the parks. Still keeping it Disney, right?
Changing it up a little bit.
'Tis the season for Halloween.
Halloween. We just went like pumpkin picking today.
We did. We did some pumpkin picking. We did some apple picking. It's October.
Yep.
Like, we're just kind of ready to go, right? It's Halloween.
Love October. We do.
Yeah.
And we try really hard to do all those things. So it was good. And yeah, we're ready for Halloween. We like decorating. We have a decorating video on our YouTube too. If you ever see our YouTube at Adventures of Weberland.
That was a couple years ago, and I'm pretty sure we were childless.
Were we? Oh, okay. And we also did something like
so.
this on our YouTube, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, so we're, again, 'tis the season. So, during Halloween and even during Christmas time, and maybe we'll do this for Christmas too, but during Halloween, one of our favorite things to do after the kids go to bed is to watch Halloween movies.
Yes.
Whether they're actual horror movies and scary movies or they're fun Halloween movies.
Yeah.
It's just something we like to do. We love 31 Nights of Halloween on
That's
Freeform.
right.
Like, they play some great movies. Yes, Ryan, as you said, we have done a video like this years ago where we named our favorite Disney Halloween movies.
And we didn't watch it because we want to make sure it's updated. And I kind of wanted it to be fresh.
Yeah.
So.
I agree with you. I didn't want to watch our old video. I have a feeling, because it was like, 3 or 4 years ago now?
Probably.
Maybe, that
3
we did
years,
this.
maybe.
Yeah,
I think we only had our YouTube channel for 3 years, maybe 4.
2020.
Oh,
so
4 years.
So 4 years.
I'm wrong.
That's why it was either 3 or 4 years ago. I can barely remember last week. So who knows what we said, but at least for me, I have a feeling that I named the same movies, just maybe in a different order.
I actually kind of remember a little bit, and it is similar.
Yeah, so we stuck
different.
to Disney movies, right? Disney Halloween movies, movies that Disney literally put their name on. And we did our top five favorites. So hopefully, it's kind of, hopefully it's entertaining for you to hear what we're watching, but maybe it also gives you an idea. And you're like, oh, I forgot about that movie, or oh, I can't forget to watch that movie, during the Halloween season.
And if you're watching on YouTube, you can comment below and tell us your top 5. Or on Facebook or Instagram at Adventures of Weberland. TikTok, too. We're blowing up on TikTok, apparently.
No, we're not blowing up. Relax. We're not blowing up.
No.
It's not like that.
It's going well, though, I think.
Yeah. We're getting good good responses, good feedback, and that's what we love. We love to just, entertain. So there are a ton of Disney Halloween movies, more than you would think.
Yes.
Between, Disney Channel, don't forget Disney Channel, they put out a lot of
it's true.
Halloween movies as well. So there's a lot in there, but top 5.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first? We'll start at the bottom.
Okay.
Number 5.
Number 5. Mine is probably your number 1.
No way.
My number 5
doubt it.
is Tower of Terror.
Oh, okay.
The Steve Guttenberg film.
Kirsten Dunst.
Kristen Dunst. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember it being great. So it also relates to the parks, and
it does.
I think it's a good movie.
I think that's a movie that not a lot of people know exists.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, because we've talked about it before, and a lot of people are like, "Wait, that's a movie?" Yes, and the storyline is based off of the story that's on the ride.
Yeah.
There's these people, and there's a party, and different people go into this elevator, and now Steve Guttenberg and Kirsten Dunst are basically staying in the hotel, and ghosts appear, and it's the ghost of the people in the elevator, and all this stuff happens. I don't want to give too much away.
It's on a lot. I see it on TV a lot. So it's on.
When?
I thought so. I thought I've seen it once in a while. They play it.
You're kidding me. I have never seen it on TV.
Is it on Disney Plus?
I don't know. No. We didn't look.
We didn't do
time
the
out.
research.
But because this is a movie that I'm pretty sure hasn't, I didn't think.
Oh, maybe not. I know you have the VHS and the DVD. So
yes.
I think I might have the DVD.
I had no idea that this was something that was out there like that. So I guess we're going to have to do some digging, because I didn't know. I feel like if it was on Disney Plus, we would know.
Yeah, I think I would see it. Probably not. Probably hard to find. That's okay. And I have a couple that are hard to find now. So
yeah, that's true.
But
Ryan has, I'm literally looking at them because they're behind the camera. Yeah. They're 10 boxes full of DVDs. Ryan was a big DVD collector when DVDs were a thing. I haven't
bought them in years, but
but when they were a thing.
Yeah.
Ryan collected them.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun when I was in high school. Apparently, that's when I kind of really did a lot of the buying.
Yeah.
But it's good to have. I'm happy I've done it, and it was I don't know. I think it's good for the kids to watch the DVD and know what it is, and if we don't have it on streaming, put the movie in. That's
true. Believe it or not, I kid you not, we have a VCR hooked up as well.
VCR, DVD.
We're a little old school there, but
we have a Blu-ray player too, but it's not down here.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway,
where we are.
My number 5, I have a feeling you definitely ranked higher than number 5, but I feel like it's on your list. I think.
Yeah.
That is The Haunted Mansion, the Eddie Murphy version.
Okay.
There are a couple versions out there. The Muppets one is super cute. And honestly, the Muppets one, I feel, is the best for kids.
Yeah.
Jagger watches that one. And he doesn't get scared. It's cute, the Muppets one. It's just not my favorite version of it. The Eddie Murphy version, I don't know why. I really don't. I think because it has that little bit of suspense to it. Yeah. Where it's like, it could be a little scary for kids, but at the same time, it's playful.
The newer one was good, but there was something missing.
I wasn't
it just missed.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, I had to explain it. I forget what I felt afterwards, but
different storyline.
Yeah.
Definitely a different storyline.
The sets were great.
Yes.
I remember that. Yeah.
And what's his name? Owen Wilson.
Was Danny DeVito in it too?
He was?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Yeah, Owen Wilson, though, he's always good, right? Like, that's how I like the guy. He's a good actor.
Good cast. I don't think the cast was a problem.
No.
I don't know. I just think it was more in the storyline, and it was a little slow.
It was more serious too.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy's very entertaining. I always like all his movies. So, Daddy Daycare is a great movie. Beverly Hills Cop, you can't beat that. And he's Nutty Professor. I mean, he's done everything. So, Coming to America, probably.
That's right.
One of the top 5 funniest movies ever.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, you're a fan. Yeah. So my number 5 is Haunted Mansion, the Eddie Murphy version of it. So.
Yeah, very good.
What do you got for number 4, Ryan?
I have to look.
Okay, go ahead. Look, I won't.
Let me look at my paper.
I know we have to write things down sometimes.
Okay, mine is Hocus Pocus.
Oh, okay.
Number 4.
Okay, the original.
Yes.
Number 2's good.
Number 2 is good. Yeah, I liked it.
But doesn't beat the original.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job with number 2. I still liked it. I wish the original kids were in the second one, but maybe they'll do a 3 and bring them back. So that was the only thing I think that was lacking. But I don't know. I really like the first one. It's a classic.
Definitely. Don't you
gives
feel...
me Halloween feels?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you feel that it's more popular in the last couple of years than it was when it first came out?
I do. Yeah, I think so because it's like all those 90s movies are coming back. And most of my movies are 90s, from the 90s.
Yeah.
But, you have a great cast and great music. And
one of our friends is in the movie.
Yes, Jason Marsden.
Yes, he's the voice of Binks.
At one of my conventions, too, I had a Hocus Pocus reunion with Kathy Najimity and Vanessa Shaw and how do you say his name? Omar? I don't know. Yeah.
I always,
Jason,
I could never.
And Thora Birch.
And
they all came and they were super nice and had a great time. And it was cool to meet them and talk to them about the movie because, and I mean, Bette Midler can't compete with that voice. And
Sarah Jessica Parker, big name, right?
Parker, yeah.
Too,
I mean, just
awesome.
a lot of great people. And Kenny Ortega directed it. And he's a great filmmaker. And he was behind High School Musical.
That's right. I just want a side note for 1 second in case people that are listening have no idea what you're talking about. Again, our, I guess, work life is pretty public. Ryan owns and runs a horror convention. So think like a Comic-Con.
Sorry, I never said that.
Yeah, think like a Comic-Con, but
There's
horror.
a video about it.
There
we just did recently.
On our YouTube channel. Yeah, there is. So Ryan works very, very, very hard night and day, all year round to put these shows on. And
we've done about 15 of them already.
Yeah, and your Hocus Pocus reunion, which happened in April, was it?
Yeah,
this past April.
Yeah,
was a huge success.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun, and the cast was great. But that's what Ryan's talking about if you're not aware.
And you can go meet them too. They're doing a lot of reunions with Hocus Pocus, so it's cool. You can see where they are in your town. I think they're doing something in Salem coming up for Halloween.
Oh,
time.
cool!
Yeah, so I saw that. So I think it's just really cool movie. It has a good vibe, well done.
Yes.
Fun. I don't know. It's great. I mean, you love it too. So.
Well, it's my number 4 as well.
Oh, there you go.
Actually, it's my number 4. I love Hocus Pocus. We used to watch that and a couple other movies that I will discuss every Halloween growing up. It's just, I agree with you. It's almost like a staple now, and everybody loves it. Our kids like the songs. We've been playing, the songs from the first movie and the second movie.
Yeah, I was surprised that there were a lot of them were from the second movie that we were listening to. I was like, really? I thought it was in the first one.
Yeah, and the second one is great. I think they did a really good job. It's
I thought
very
it was funny.
Yes,
the second one, in the CVS.
It's very hard. Yeah, that's right. It's very hard to make sequels, especially,
years later.
Yes, so many years later, and to get at least and I agree with you. I wish the kids, were in this version. We're in the sequel as well, but it wouldn't have done anything. I feel if the original witches weren't in the movie.
They had to be there.
If they didn't get the 3 of them,
no, it would have been
huge flop.
Yep,
huge flop. So, I'm glad they did that, and I think it did it justice. But you just can't beat the original. I agree with you.
Yeah, I think they're all in for a sequel to do one. The kids, so hopefully they all are able to come back.
I'm hearing about a number 3.
Yeah, hopefully they come back.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yes.
I'll be excited for that. I think it'll be a nice round out the trilogy. Mm-hmm. You know.
Speaking of 3.
Yeah. Number 3.
What's number 3?
Okay. I'll go. You'll go first?
I'll go first. Yeah. You want me to go?
Yeah. Let me look.
I remember what I put. My number 3 is another movie that we watched all the time during Halloween, and that's Halloween Town.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Halloween Town, which is actually, speaking of your convention, another reunion.
We're having a reunion for that. And,
yes. In March. Yes, in March. If you're in the New Jersey area and you want to meet the cast of Halloween Town,
and we have Calabar, too.
But, Halloween Town, I think, just hit with the younger crowd.
Yes.
Just because of the cast. The main cast was younger. And it was just a cool vibe. I go always back and forth with Halloween Town and Hocus Pocus, you know?
It's true. Yeah.
2 great movies that we always watched and we always loved growing up. I mean, there's not much more to say, you know?
And Debbie Reynolds is great.
Yes.
Kimberly J. Brown's great. You know, we've had Kimberly J. Brown at one of my shows, too, and she is fantastic, nice person. And
she's coming back in March.
For the March one. But I just, again, it has that Halloween vibe, and it really just, like, captures it, and that's what I like feeling, like that fall Halloween feeling. And most of my movies that I picked are like, you know, have that feeling. So I didn't pick Halloween Town though in my top 5, but it is an honorable mention for me.
Okay, that's fair.
I didn't know where to put it.
That's fair.
It's kind of was a tie between Tower of Terror and Halloween Town.
Okay,
but,
that's fair.
I don't think I've watched it enough to, like, I've seen it a bunch of times and I like it, but I'm not enough as the others.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like it was. I don't know.
It's hard to find too. I think it's on Disney Plus now.
Is it?
Definitely is there.
Yeah.
Well,
there's more than one. Yeah. Right. There is more than one. I'm talking about the first one.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of my childhood. It really does. So it's a great movie.
So my number 3, you mentioned, and I kept quiet. The Muppets Haunted Mansion.
Oh, okay. The Muppets Haunted Mansion. Okay.
Now, I personally think that this is the best Haunted Mansion movie. I really do. I've said it before to you. And I can't, the more I watch it with Jagger, because he loves it, I really love it. I really think it captures what Haunted Mansion is about the most out of all the movies. As much as I love the Eddie Murphy one, I think this one really, I don't know. The Muppets are great to begin with, and they're super funny, and there's a lot of guest stars in this and all that. But it's like a 45-minute movie. But if you haven't seen it yet on Disney Plus, it's there. It's Muppet Haunted Mansion, and Kurt Thatcher directed it, and he's been with the Muppets for a long time. I don't know. I just think it's really well done, and it's almost like you're on the ride. Right? I mean,
yes.
I feel like that Will Arnett is perfect as the ghost host.
He really is.
I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it, and the music's good. The Rest in Peace song.
What's your favorite cameo in it?
I don't know. I think I like. There's John Stamos.
That's my favorite.
Or Pat. Wheel of Fortune. What's his name?
Pat Sajak.
Pat Sajak is one of the heads.
He is.
At
Yeah,
one
that's
point.
right.
It's quick, that one, but I think John Stamos and
Me
with
too.
Pepe with Pepe the Prawn. I don't know. I just I know that I feel like lately they've been struggling with Kermit and his voice or something. The guy who's doing it, because I think they get a lot of backlash for it. So he's not in it as much. He's in it, but when Gonzo leads, I kind of like it because Gonzo is the original voice. The same guy is the original voice of Gonzo, and he's the voice of Figment.
Yes, I was waiting for you to say that.
And there was another voice of Figment at one point too, I think, but he's voice of Figment, and just does a great job with Gonzo. And when he's the lead, I feel like I enjoy a Muppet movie a little bit better. So, like, I think Christmas Carol was a lot with Gonzo, right? Too?
Yeah, Christmas Carol. Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's a good pick. I kind of knew you were gonna say that was the better version. I don't know why I thought because like I said, you're a fan of Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
but
I like it.
I knew Haunted Mansion, at least one of those two, because I knew the latest one wasn't going to be on your list. But I figured one of the two was going to be on your list. And you know what? That's a perfect fit.
And it's like
That's
a
good
newer
one.
movie,
I like it.
and it wouldn't be on our old list at all. So it's like
That's
I was
true.
trying to think of something new that I enjoy, and it just always is on with Jagger because he loves it too, and it's short enough where he can sit through it. And then I'm like, oh, this is really good. Like, just caught on to me, So, and they really haven't made a good Muppet movie in a while. A couple of them have been all right, but I was impressed by that one. Yeah,
that's a good pick.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I said my number 3, so
no,
my
number 2.
number
I'm sorry.
2.
We're at
No,
number
that's
2.
okay. I went very, very old. This is one of my favorites. I keep saying it like this was one I watched all the time when I was growing up, and it's so true. I don't know what it was about this particular movie. I went animated.
Oh.
I went animated. This is very old.
Okay.
But it's The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Oh, yeah, you love that movie.
I love it. Ichabod Crane. It's the story of the Headless Horseman. It's exactly what you expect it to be. No Johnny Depp Sleepy Hollow version. This is the animated.
Yeah. That's a good movie too.
That is a good movie. Yes. But this is animated. It's old.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even remember what year. If I had to guess,
it is old.
Is saying the 40s? Is that too old?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think it was like the 50s or 60s.
I'm going to.
I thought
Google.
Snow White was in the 40s, wasn't it? It was one of the first Disney movies.
I'm going to find out right now. 1949.
Oh, you're right. Look at that.
Yes.
So,
yeah, it is. It's like I said. It's the story of the Headless Horseman, and it's just so good. It's so old school. It's so old. It's Walt Disney.
And when if
that makes sense.
I love when the Headless Horseman comes down the Halloween parade.
Yes,
that's the cool part of Disney. Something including in Disney World. So they should do more with that movie with rides.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if it's something that's too old or maybe not as well known, because all the movies that were made during that time are like the classic princesses, right? Like you said, Snow White. Peter Pan's just as old as well, around that time frame as well. So I just don't know if people know of it.
It's true.
You know what I mean? For them to bring it back. I mean, Mr. Toad is pretty well known. Yeah. Mr. Toad doesn't have a ride in Disney World anymore. He used to, but he does have the one in Disneyland. That's true. I don't know. I agree. I wish. I love it. I love it so much. I wish, Ichabod Crane is just this pure character, and so many people can relate to him.
We even do more during Halloween time with it. Maybe,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's my number 2.
Good. Yep. Like that one. Okay, my number 2 is probably your number 1.
Ooh, let's
my
hear
number
it.
1's a little controversial, I think.
I have a feeling I know what your number 1 is, and I agree with you.
Number 2
yes.
is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Because it's a Christmas movie and it's a Halloween movie.
Oh, that is a debate.
It is, though. I think it's
you
more...
think it's both?
It's more a Halloween movie to me, because that's where it starts out. But it has a Christmas part to it. So if it's Christmas is involved, it's usually a Christmas movie.
I find it to be more of a Halloween movie.
Yeah, definitely on that side of it. But I still feel like there's Christmas.
I know people that say it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Ooh, hot take.
Yeah, I don't know. We just watched it recently, and it's great. Like I forgot how good it was. Like, I don't know. I love the music. It's perfect. The way that it took them years to do the claymation. Danny Elfman, just kills it with the music though.
Well, we love him. We're big fans of Danny Elfman and Tim Burton. Yeah,
and Chris Sarandon is the voice of Jack, and
Catherine O'Hara
is Sally, and then also one. Which one is she?
She is Shock, which is so the 3 kids, Lock, Shock, and Barrel. So she's the girl. She's Shock, and
Danny Elfman's the other one.
Is Barrel,
and then Pee-wee, Paul Rubens.
is Lock.
Lock, yeah.
Yeah.
So
and then
the mayor.
No, well, yeah, him, but I was going to say Ken Page just passed away recently, like a couple days ago. Yeah. He was Oogie Boogie.
Yeah, he was at one of my events, too, so he was a great guy. And Chris Sarandon. So I've been lucky to have both of those guys, but Oogie Boogie adds a lot, too.
Yeah,
I think it was
so
just,
sad.
The mayor is Glenn Shattuck, too. I think it's just a great,
And who is he for people
he
that...
is, how you say his name? Ortho in Beetlejuice.
In Beetlejuice, yeah.
He was in Planet of the Apes, too, when Tim Burton did that.
He passed, though. He's not alive, right?
No, yeah, he passed after Planet of the Apes, I think, sometime after that. So it's a very well... And I think his name is William Hickey. Hickley, I could get it wrong. But he's the professor.
Oh, yeah. And go, the blessing.
Yeah, and he's
Christmas
in
Vacation.
Christmas Vacation. And he plays what's his name in it? I don't remember now.
Dr. Finkel?
In Christmas Vacation.
Oh, in Christmas Vacation.
Is he
gosh,
uncle?
I can't.
Or, he says it.
Well, he's married to Betty Boop.
Yeah.
The woman who does...
The blessing. That's what he says.
He's the one that... he sets the tree on fire because he's smoking, right, in the house? Yeah.
The cigar. Yeah. He's in a lot of movies, but So they have a really great... Again, it's just great movie, captures the feeling of Halloween.
Yes.
I don't think you can pass Halloween without watching it. And we have a lot of Jack Skellington stuff, and... Jagger, our son, is obsessed with Jack Skellington. Yeah. And there's a giant one near our house, and we have to drive by it every day. Our
neighbor down the street has like the one. What were they selling it in? Like Lowe's or Home Depot or something? I think it was like a couple years ago, and like everyone went crazy for it. And it is huge. Like I don't even know how tall it is.
Yeah, 50, 60 feet huge. Maybe.
So our neighbor down the street has it up in his yard. So Jagger every day wants to go take a walk and walk past it, and they have a whole setup outside their house, so I'm sure that's what they're expecting people to walk by. But Jagger's first Halloween costume was Jack Skellington.
Yeah,
he was Jag Skellington.
He really wants to meet them at Disney, so we'll see. But it's just a great movie. It is, and it's just so much thought and work went into that movie. It's
claymation is like unreal.
Yeah, it's just like it all just worked out perfectly for it. So.
I remember, I think it was 6th or 7th grade, maybe 7th grade. We had to, in one of our classes, we were reading, oh my gosh, what is that dumb farm book that everyone, oh my gosh, what is why can't I think of the name of the book? Anyway, we had to do a project, and we had to do a claymation video, and it had to be 5 minutes long. And I remember it being forever. It took forever to get this 5-minute video. And a bunch of 12, 13-year-olds? Oh my God, it was a nightmare. So I could just imagine, doing something like that, like a feature film.
I know. 1993, I think it made so it was ahead of its time too with what it was doing. So, and it's very popular still.
Yes. Even more so, I feel now, just like Hocus Pocus. I feel like now, well, I mean, I wouldn't say only recently. Nightmare Before Christmas, I feel like I was seeing things in Hot Topic like 10 years ago for Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. But I feel way more popular in at least the last, I'll give it 10 years than it was when it first came out. So great movie.
Yep.
Not my number one.
Okay.
Tower of Terror.
Tower
of Terror is my number one.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I remember it being number one, I'm pretty sure, the last time we did this. I think just because, again, another movie I watched all the time during Halloween when I was younger. But I think it was, between the movie and Tower of Terror for a very, very, very long time was one of my favorite rides, really. In Disney World, because I was a huge fan of MGM. When Hollywood Studios was MGM, that was my favorite park, and I couldn't go without going on Tower of Terror. Just the theming, I mean, the ride it's a free fall, right? So that's kind of scary for a lot of people. For some reason, I don't mind it, at least just on that ride. Certain other instances is a different story. But I'm also, and you know this, a very big fan of The Twilight Zone.
Yep.
I know that's so weird because it's
No,
so
it's good.
old. It's so
great.
old. But New Year's Day, Ryan, what do I
Yep,
do?
no,
I tell
Twilight
everybody,
Zone's-
don't bother me. The marathon is on.
Talk about ahead of its time. That show is ahead of its time.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic show.
Yeah.
There's not a bad episode, I don't think. I really enjoyed all of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that I've seen.
It's funny because like that one episode with the guy sitting on the plane, and
Yep.
you see that's William Shatner.
Yeah,
like
he's
nobody knows that. You know,
I think you might be the only person still alive. That was
right.
Involved in that.
But I think it's just a mix of all of those things, and then the movie's just great. And like you said, I have it on VHS. I got Steve Guttenberg to sign it when we met him. It's always been one of my favorites, and all of those links put together, you know, and that's why I was so shocked when you said you've seen it everywhere. I'm like, where have you seen it? I've never seen
sometimes.
it. No way.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Okay.
And if that's
We should
the
watch
case,
it again.
then yes, I want to.
Yeah.
I absolutely want to. So that's number one for me.
Okay, my number one is, I guess it's technically a Disney movie because it's Touchstone Pictures put it out, and that is part of Disney. But it's very hard to find, actually. I think it is on a couple streaming things that I looked up recently. And I'm a big fan of this person anyway, just so I love, this is the best one of the series. There's a bunch of these movies, but Ernest Scared Stupid.
I knew you were going
Jim
to say
Varney,
that. Yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
I love the Ernest movies. It's the fourth one in the series of I think 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And
He's great.
he did a great job. And it's
He's the voice of
Slinky Dog.
Slinky Dog.
In the first,
That's right.
The first 2.
Yes.
Then he passed away. Lung cancer. But he smoked like a fish. But you can hear it in his voice. But Ernest Scared Stupid is just really well done. There's a great theme, like a great opening credit. It's about trolls, stealing children's souls, and the only thing that can stop them is milk. But he thinks it's Miak, and he doesn't know what it is. So there's Eartha Kitt is in it too, and she was Catwoman in the original Batman, and she plays this crazy lady in the house. And it's just again a great Halloween vibe. I think it's Ernest at his best, really. And if you don't like Ernest, I understand. But at the same time, he's great. He plays all different characters. There's a Ernest goes to camp. There's Ernest Saves Christmas, goes to jail, and Ernest Scared Stupid. And then there's a lot of other ones. I think there's Ernest Goes to School, Slam Dunk Ernest, Ernest Rides Again.
That's too many.
Ernest Goes to Africa, and Ernest in the Army. I think that's all of them.
I think I've seen 2 out of the ones you've named, and the Halloween one being one of them. It's been a while. It's a certain kind of humor, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you either like it or you don't.
Yeah, I think so. But it reminds me of Hocus Pocus, and that kind of it's in a small town and that hometown feel, and I feel like there are elements of it being a Disney movie sort of because of it. It's family friendly, but it's still kind of scary.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's a fun movie. It's well made. I know there's fans out there of it because I'm in an Ernest group on social media. Whatever.
Are you really?
Well, the fan group, whatever. They're making a comic apparently, and it looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. So they can't make another movie. They can't make another movie, and John Cherry passed away now too. So he was the creator of Ernest. But I think his son is still alive and might end up making. I don't know. There's another guy that plays Ernest younger.
Yeah.
And he does a really great job, Billy Crank. I met him once, and maybe he can revive Ernest one day. But I think it's a hard thing to do because of the rights and everything. But yeah, Ernest Scared Stupid. If you haven't seen it, you gotta see it.
No, it's not on Disney Plus because we checked.
Yeah, I think it's on Prime, and I think you have to pay a couple bucks.
Yeah.
I have the DVD, but
excuse me.
But who knows where that is?
In one of the 10 boxes in the corner of the basement.
So
man.
So I mean, I think it's again,
Nice.
I like the vibe of. I pick movies that have that Halloween vibe.
Yeah.
Small town feel.
Yes, I love it.
So,
I love it. Great.
yeah.
Great ones to check off our list in the next couple weeks to watch.
Yeah, and hopefully everyone will post their favorites and let us know because, if we went outside the Disney realm, I would have different ones.
Oh,
definitely.
100%. Me too, but we're not doing that.
No. But, so I think Disney has a lot of great Halloween movies to choose from. You know what also is another honorable mention, I think, real quick? The claymation, it's short. But the Mickey one that we've been watching, Trick or Treat, or what is it called, Trick or Treat?
I think that's a new one.
Yeah, the newer one. It came out, I think, last Halloween, possibly.
Or 2 Halloweens ago.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember. It is on Disney Plus. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the music's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And Jagger likes it a lot. We watched it a lot. And I think there's like a skeleton, like reference to the skeleton dance a little bit in there.
I didn't know if I love the skeleton dance. I didn't think that counted as a movie.
No, it's not a movie, really.
Yeah,
It's like a short, I guess.
Yeah.
That's fun, too.
But I love Jagger loves it too, and he's like he goes like this. So it's so funny. But great list, great movies to add to your Halloween movie list. Hopefully, and like Ryan said before, we want to know what Halloween movie is at the top of your list. So comment on this video or just hit us up on any of our social medias at AdventuresInWeberland. Definitely want to know. We want to add more to our list.
Yep, and the podcasts we never really mentioned when they come out, but they come out every Tuesday morning. The video as well on YouTube, but then anywhere podcasts are found, we're out there.
We're on Amazon, we're on Spotify, we're on iHeart,
iTunes or Apple, whatever. It goes out to a lot of places I don't ever even heard of. So
that's true.
So listen there, watch on YouTube. We're moving and grooving. We have a lot of it. We have our trip is posting now. A lot of things going on. We filmed a little for the pumpkin picking, so that should come out shortly.
Yes.
And, so thanks for always watching and listening, and we will hang out with you on the next Adventures in Weberland.